Cloud. Starting at small forward, number 34, Aerial Powers. The other guard, number 7, Ariel Atkins. The other forward position, number 24, Dewana Bonner. Starting at center, number 31, Tina Charles. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Washington starters.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports.
Tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they play against the Washington Mystics.
And from the district, Washington, D.C., I'm Blake Suniga with our so-called experts, Brian Danafiteni and Tim Swartz. We're glad you could join us for this matchup. Well, tonight should have some extra emotion. Big-time rivals going at it here. So what's the temperature like courtside, Brian?
It is hot. The players were all fired up in warm-ups. A little extra pep in their step.
Well, just being around town today, the entire city talking about this one. They want to win bad. The fans are hungry. Always fun to stick it to your rival.
Pass to Cambage. And she banks in the layup.
Love the toughness from Cambage. You didn't think a little contact would throw her off, did you?
Outside Atkins. Up top Powers. On offense, here the Sky. Down low. Outside for Diggins Smith. The tray hits the three-point bomb.
An absolute floor general. Vision and passing are the trademarks of Diggins Smith's game.
Now here's Bonner. Powers. And she makes good on the layup.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for her, especially down low in the post.
That's a big challenge she's taken on. Going in there with the bigs, great job.
Here's Agunbowale. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
She presents a defender with a serious challenge, pretty much always. Well, since entering the league, it seems like Skylar Diggins Smith has been a fixture on the All-WNBA and All-Star team.
First team foul.
Here's Cloud. Outside Atkins. Pass to Bonner. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot on the way. Charles.
And recently, Diggins Smith received another honor by being part of the USA women's basketball team.
And she was very open about her excitement on being able to represent her country at the highest stage internationally, which has been a goal of hers for some time. For someone who works as hard as Skylar does, it's well-deserved.
Charles, shot's good.
It's hard to knock Charles off her center of gravity, especially when she's focused on scoring.
Got it for her 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
As hot as she's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get her the ball and get out of the way.
Bonner outside. And so she earns a trip to the line.
Candace.
Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
First personal foul, teams first.
Well, because of Bonner's detailed offensive approach, she can take advantage of even the slightest defensive miscue.
And this is her first free throw of the game. And she makes the first.
Well, not many athletes can say they were traded for 3 first-round picks, but in 2020, Bonner was added to that short list.
And because it was a sign-and trade, Bonner got the Supermax extension.
And for one of the league's most versatile players, that Supermax extension was warranted. She can do a little bit of everything at a high level, and this team looks totally different when she's not on the floor.
Now here's Diggins Smith. No good from
2 minutes
outside.
remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Boyd. Bonner. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Liz Cambage. To the paint, to the left side wing. Outside Agunbowale. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Charles with it. Picked up by Agunbowale.
Locked in defensively. A rare block for Diggins Smith.
Pass to Parker. Defended by Atkins. And she gets the bucket.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
And the Mystics call time here.
And Skylar Diggins Smith, I mean, obviously, she's someone who passes the eye test. Her numbers also, they back them up. She's so impressive. And you know what? That doesn't even begin to tell the whole story.
So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. On defense, Chicago. 6-point lead. Here's Plaisance. She's covered by Ogumake. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Here's Coates. And the layup's good off the glass.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now Walker Kimbrough. And here's Billings. And that's a foul called on to Shields. That's her first foul.
Team's first. Third team foul.
To the middle. Here's Plaisance. Yes, and it's Brittany Boyd picking up the assist.
Running effective pick and rolls is only a small part of what makes Boyd a premier point guard in this league.
Here's Ogumake. And she didn't get quite enough under that one.
Shanae Ogumake. First personal foul. Team's
It's her
first.
first trip to the line.
Team foul. Shooting for Washington, Elena Coates. At the line for 2.
And she knocks down the first one. So after making the first, she goes 1 for 2. Chicago leading. Chicago again missing. Stolen by DeShields. Here's McGee Stafford. Chicago again missing. From deep three-point range. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Sky up 1. And don't go away as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Really putting in the work on the offensive glass.
They've set the tone here early with the hustle.
And here's Walker Kimbrough. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Billings. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Here's DeShields. Shoots over Boyd. Here's McGee Stafford. And she drops in the layup off glass.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Coates covered by DeShields. The shot by Coates, no good. And so it's Chicago with it. It's a three-point game. Back to Ogumake. And no good, but close on that one. So she'll shoot
First personal foul, teams first.
First overall pick back in the 2014 draft. Saine has become a very good player in this league. But guess what? She's also become a tremendous analyst as well.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
And Ogwumike has said she never expected to have a career in broadcasting.
Well, she's got one now, and to be honest, she's been great. She's branching out beyond basketball. In fact, sports altogether. The Stanford grad is one smart cookie, paving a new path and paying it forward.
Here's Walker Kimbrough. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Coates. The shot's good.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Durr. Outside to Shields. Durr. Up and in on the layup.
What a gritty effort from Durr on the contact finish. No foul, no problem.
Cloud inside. Inside. Blazons. For the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Diggins-Smith. And there it is.
The aggressiveness of Diggins-Smith. I really like when she puts her head down and attacks the rim.
Pass to Atkins. Powers, guarded by Durr. Cloud inside. Here's Charles. Shoots over Cambage. Charles, no good. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. A nice shot by Diggins-Smith.
And still plenty of basketball to be played. But, Brian, is it too early to tell who the championship-level teams are?
Maybe, but I think the title teams, they're consistent throughout the season. So getting out of the gates fast really helps.
Well, I'm going to disagree a little here. Yeah, that might be shocking for you, Brian.
2 minutes
but
remaining.
there could be a blockbuster trade out there, a major injury. So we just don't know what teams will look like come playoff time. I just think it's too early to tell.
And that one drops for her.
There aren't many better in league history on the O board. Charles is tenacious on the glass and getting the hoop.
And the basket is good.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Now here's Powers. Goes back up. Can't get the layup.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Here's Parker. And there are the Sky with another bucket.
What a move by Candace Parker. She makes shaking off the defender look effortless.
Cloud inside. Pass to Powers. Atkins. It's good.
With the passion and commitment for the whole game and not just a part of it, Atkins has enhanced a complete skill set.
Now here's Cambage. Yes,
Liz
and it's
Cambage.
Skylar Diggins-Smith with the assist that time.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Here's Powers to the inside. Cloud can't get it to go.
Offensively, they did a good job in the first quarter of getting themselves to the line, but not here in the second. I have to wonder what coach thinks of that.
Exactly. Everything's been perimeter oriented. And you have to be hitting shots to play that way.
It's her first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, free throws are definitely not a weakness in Durr's game. Durr's just a player that doesn't want any holes in her game.
And they're getting more free throw points here in the second quarter.
One of the reasons they're in front right now, definitely.
Ogunbowale with the steal. And she comes up with the deuce.
If you want to be an elite bucket maker like Arike Ogunbowale, you just crave those fast break points.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Sky out in front, up by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. Now here's Bonner. To the paint. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Shows off the playmaking ability. Bonner sees things on the court that other players simply don't. And DeWanna Bonner is one of those players every team would like to have. She doesn't need the spotlight. She's willing to do whatever it takes to help her team win.
First team foul.
Bonner, Parker defending. Pass to Charles. Loud inside. 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
A two-time champion, Bonner is the only player in league history to win WNBA Sixth Woman of the Year 3 times.
Oh, she went from a Sixth Woman of the Year to being the leader of a team to a flat-out star. Bonner, she can play any role for a team, and that is so valuable.
And she makes that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's Powers. The shot misses. Liz Cambage with the defensive effort.
Well, Tim, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding, but it feels a lot bigger than that.
The score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution have been superior.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes a traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5. Minutes gone by. On the wing, Natasha Cloud. Walker Kimbrough. Six to shoot. Inside. Plays on and gets the bucket.
Man, her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
It's stolen by Natasha Cloud. And there's a whistle. That goes on Diamond to Shields.
Personal foul.
That'll be her second foul of the game. Cloud with it. Erica Wheeler with the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
3 for 3. That's the way to start the second half.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Bonner. Plays on, gets the bucket.
She's really maybe the only thing that stood out for them today, and she's kept her edge even as they're trailing.
Here's McGee Stafford. Wheeler, she's covered by Cloud. Here's McGee Stafford, and it's good for 2.
They own the paint right now, 10 straight coming from the inside.
They are constantly finding lanes to the hoop, getting great looks in tight.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Walker
in the third.
Kimbrough.
2 minutes.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Cloud can't get it to go.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, their effort on the glass, it has given them the advantage. It's made a difference without question. Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Now here's Cloud. Luana Bonner for 3. The shot, no good.
The top pick of the 2021 class, Charlie Collier. She's a classic low block player. Right around the basket, cleaning up the glass.
The rebound by Coates.
She had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's happened for her since then beyond the arc.
Plays on, gets the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates
Chicago
involved.
timeout call.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Time called here. The Sky decided to talk it over. And with Collier, she gives you exactly what you want from the center.
Yeah, and she won't stretch the floor, at least not yet. But she's good enough down low that she doesn't need to. She knows how to draw fouls and get to the line.
Now here's Parker. Shoots over Bonner. And once again off the mark by Chicago. Good work there as it goes.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Basket counts.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two squads.
Yeah, they're really attacking the middle offensively. It's been quite the contrast.
Count that one.
Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. 10 straight points off of an assist. That's impressive.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
And there's the call on Wallet. That is the first foul of the game.
3rd team foul. In for Washington, Aerial Powers.
Here's Boyd. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low, clock at 6. Here's Charles. She gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit lead.
A reliable interior scoring option. Charles plays with power and poise around the rim.
And not so fast. The officials are going to look at the shot again and make sure they got it right before we go into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and I'll be pretty honest. It looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. The ball was out of her hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a great look at it on the replay. The clock is still ticking when it left her fingertips.
And they've taken a look at it, and they're overturning the call. They're calling the basket good.
Well, guys, this is why we have replay, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. Good job to take the second look at it. It would have really been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Sky, up by 12. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
And with the accuracy to go along with that vision, she put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That is how you orchestrate.
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Now Diggin Smith. Foul called that time on the way up.
First personal foul, teams first.
It goes on Brittany Boyd.
With great balance and body control, Diggin Smith isn't easy to defend. She really makes defenders work on that end of the floor.
Doesn't get the second.
In 2019, Skylar Diggin Smith missed the entire season due to the birth of a child. But it's great to see her back on the floor for this league for the game of basketball, one of the most popular players in the WNBA.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First personal foul, teams first.
When we talk about Liz Cambage, you've got to talk about her post presence and how she can put a team over the top, the middle of that offensive area. The key, Cambage owns.
No good on the free throw.
And you talk about Cambage down low. There aren't many teams that can match up with her.
Well, yeah, and she put it best herself. An opponent talked about her physicality and how difficult it is to face her. But she just simply came back with, if they can't handle it, get in the weight room and get out of the post.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Diggin Smith. That'll be her second foul of the game. Atkins, guarded now by Agumbawale. Takes the 13-footer, misses off the right iron. And it's the Sky ball. Launches a three, nailed from three-point land.
A skilled shooter from outside the arc. Agumbawale is someone that loves getting space to take these shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Diggin Smith. That's her third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over 1 minute played. Outside Boyd. 5 to shoot.
Solid D by Cambage. How do you try to score on someone that tall and athletic? Honestly, I wouldn't even try.
And the shot is good.
It's so nice to have somebody who can take charge, take the offense like she has.
Well, they got to be feeling good about having the ball in her hands right now. I mean, she's just making play after play. She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Up for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
Diggin Smith, and she uses the glass on the layup.
You love that. Leading by example. Tough hoop from Diggin Smith. You just want that from your point guard.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside that they have been, they're in big trouble, too.
And they're going to change something up. Let's see what they do.
Bonner, good.
The efficiency of Powers' passing is great. Delivers the ball straight to a wide-open shooter.
Chicago with the ball. The lead is 15. Parker, Bonner defending. Shot by Parker, no good. Candace Parker with the steal. No good there. And Washington will go the other way with it. Outside Powers to the middle. A nice shot by Charles.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Parker with the ball. She's picked up by Charles. That one drops for her.
Over the second half of her career, Parker's assist numbers have increased significantly, thanks in large part to her savvy.
Cloud, guarded by Diggins Smith. Pass to Atkins. To the right side. Charles with it. Cambage is there. Three-pointer Natasha Cloud. No good that time. Defended by Atkins. It's good, and that takes her to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral gear, no matter what the lead is. It's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
Here's Bonner over Parker, and
Candace
lots of
Parker.
contact there. Missing the
Third
shot,
personal
and
foul.
will shoot two at
Third
the
team
line.
foul.
She really can play in and
Shooting
out
for your
as a
Washington
6'4"
Mystics.
wing with length. Joanna Bonner, a difficult
2
matchup.
shots.
And the first one drops. If you're a WNBA fan and you want to see your team play on the road, what's the best city for a road trip?
Oh, this one's easy. Vegas, baby. The Aces organization, you know, they've done an incredible job in a newly remodeled, great arena. Plus, if you go at the right time, you can also catch NBA Summer League. And, of course, it's Las Vegas, guys.
And there are plenty of other things to do in Las Vegas. Right, Tim? I think I saw you at the blackjack table last time we were there, but I don't think you were doing too well. Anyways, I gotta go with New York. There's just something about the energy of the big city. And there's a reason why some consider NYC the basketball capital of the U.S.
Chicago with the ball. Pass to DeShields. Makes it off the glass.
The Shields.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Here's Boyd. Hits the jumper in space.
Able to get shots off within the flow of the offense. And to me, that speaks to Boyd's patient and trusting approach.
And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
First personal foul, teams first. Third team foul. Shooting for Chicago. Diamond DeShields. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
But you talk about players in this league who do everything on the floor, you have to talk about Diamond DeShields. She won the 2019 skills competition during All-Star Weekend, showcasing her wide range of talents.
No problem for Chicago as they get the win. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this win. They made it look simple, an efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.